In a blistering rebuke that reignited partisan firestorms, Donald Trump broke his silence on Jon Stewart's shocking rant during a televised event last night. The former president labeled Stewart's words disgraceful and accused the comedian of using his platform to perpetuate the very divisiveness he claims to oppose. The exchange, already being hailed as one of the most contentious moments in recent political discourse, has left the nation grappling with questions of accountability, hypocrisy, and the role of celebrity voices in shaping democracy. A moment of betrayal. For many conservatives, Trump's response was a long-awaited takedown of a man they see as emblematic of liberal hypocrisy. Stewart, whose comedic critiques of Trump once galvanized the left, unleashed a tirade last night that critics argue was less about insight and more about stoking ideological flames. Trump's swift condemnation framed the incident as a betrayal of Stewart's own legacy as a so-called truth-teller. "This is Jon Stewart's Brett Kavanaugh moment," Trump declared, drawing parallels to the controversial Supreme Court hearings that polarized the nation. He exposed himself as a fraud, someone who preaches unity but thrives on division. Unprecedented implications for political discourse. Trump's fiery response isn't just another chapter in the feud between a former president and a comedian. It's a flashpoint in a larger battle over who controls the national narrative. Stewart's rant, which included pointed critiques of Trump's policies and character, has been met with accusations of elitism and detachment from everyday Americans. Many fear this kind of rhetoric deepens the divide between rural and urban voters, said political analyst Ben Shapiro. It's a slap in the face to millions who see Trump as a voice for the forgotten. Meanwhile, others argue that Stewart's rant reflects the frustrations of a nation grappling with unresolved tensions from Trump's presidency, including his impeachment trials and polarizing Supreme Court appointments. Critics argue Stewart has lost his touch. The backlash against Stewart has been swift and fierce. Critics argue he has strayed from his roots as a cultural commentator and descended into partisan grandstanding. "This isn't the Jon Stewart of The Daily Show," said conservative columnist Ann Coulter. "This is a bitter relic of Hollywood liberalism trying to stay relevant." Yet Stewart's defenders insist his remarks were an urgent warning about the dangers of Trumpism. "Jon Stewart is holding a mirror up to America," said progressive commentator Rachel Maddow. "What we're seeing is uncomfortable but necessary. A nation at a crossroads. As Trump and Stewart continue their public feud, the nation stands at a crossroads. Is this a defining